Oh, there we go.
Should be able to hear me. I hope at the very least. Good grief. Maybe this is too loud. Maybe this needs, if you guys need audio adjustments, let me know. It turns out if you stream with the mic muted, nobody can hear you. Let me just get you situated. And that's the dial. So is that up or is that down? That looks to be down. That looks to be up. Okay. Probably done playing DJ for a little bit. Hey there, everyone. This is KT. Yep, we're running. We are gaming. Everything worked first try, as expected. Stream is on, but where's the streamer? Well, I hope you can hear me. I have indication from OBS that you can hear me. I also tried some new ultra low latency thing because apparently I was running like the normal one, which is why things were taking longer for me to see your guys' messages and all that. Hopefully that has been addressed. Anyways, please let me know. You're talking, you're muted, dude. How is this possible? I see the bars moving. Am I muted? Let's just ramble for a moment. Ramble. Maybe he's trolling me. Amaryllis, right? No, would never lie. Let's try saying something. The song just ended. Yeah, sounds like I can be heard. I think Amaryllis is just pulling my leg. And here I was thinking of making him a mod, but you know, no way. Yeah, we can't hear you at all? Alright. I'm convinced. Oh, well, you know what? We'll just do a mute stream tonight. We'll just do a stream with, there's no one around. Just nobody here. It's just me, my 56 wins. You guys want to see the new champion? The new... I hate having used this guy. I hate this face. Quag sucks beyond belief, dude. This one's stats are pretty decent. Earthquake, Toxic, Rest, Amnesia. He's holding Chesto. He is hard-walled by Wheezing. He is hard-walled by Crobat. I hate using this thing. We're not going to use Quag first session. You know what? We might not even use Quag tonight. Oh, it's so nice just picking Latios instead. But then, as soon as I stop using him, I'm going to run into a shiny that can blow up, and it's... whatever. He has swag. I don't know about that. Quagsire is, kind of cool. He's a great type. The problem is just his stats. Swagfire. Alright, is auto counter working? And of course, as soon as I leave the ugly bastard, we have the one matchup he's actually good against. That's the trick. That's the trick with Quagsire. Is he's good into 5 Pokemon in the tower. That's it. Oh, nice. Dude. Sure hope we didn't need Tauros this streak. If there's a Shedinja in the back, we're in trouble. This is my sin for not immediately bringing Quag. Probably get the mic in the right position, dumbass. There we go. Are you serious? Oh my god. Are we just starting Triple Reggie? Is that just the meme tonight? Just Triple Reggie? Please do not crit me. That was not a crit. That might be a modest Regice. Hang on a minute. Hang on, this is all just the demonstrate. This is all just the demo. This was a, practice stream. I'm still learning. This is my first time streaming, guys. It was all just the demonstration. Let's go catch that Regice real fast. I don't know. I think Blizzard is a roll to KO Zapdos, so that thing one-shotting me. I got a sneaking feeling it's a special attack nature. We're not going to do any other captures tonight unless it's a shiny, but of course, the capture just handed itself to me. Alright, Laddie, where are you? Where are you hiding? Also, sup, Peter? How you doing? Oh, we could go south and it would be there right away. Please. Oh my god, it was meant to be. All of this, you know, the script was perfect tonight. Do not run into the grass like an idiot. Pop our white flute. Pop our repel. Alright, lads, you want to guess what kind of nature this Regice is? I'm betting it's something good. I'm betting it's a special attack nature. I should get the natures up on my phone. So we mean, look, you ain't going anywhere, buddy. Modest, timid. Okay. Yeah, I'm leaning towards modest myself. Last night while hunting, I got a mild Latios. Probably rash. Well, that would not be bad. Because Regice's special defense is so high already, it just doesn't matter. Minus special defense, he's not even going to feel that. Yes, next Pokemon. Sup, pal? Welcome to your new prison. You'll be in the little ball forever. So 2 encounters in and we've already caught a Pokemon. This is one hell of a way to start stream. You foresee it was a damage roll? Why would you say that to me? Why would you crush my dreams? I feel like that's neutral. That's serious. Wow. So he just hits really hard. That was nuts. Yeah, 2 blizzards, it was nuts. Well, serious Regice. Hard to complain about that. That's a pretty nice consolation prize. At 20 minutes into stream, we barely even got started. That's fine. This is all just a demonstration on how to do the glitch. That was actually me just showing you how to do it. Switch over to Sapphire. Put you there. Sapphire's lucky anyways. I don't understand why. Sapphire just has better luck. Alright. You guys let me know if the audio is too loud or anything, if the music is too high volume. Alright, we'll do it. I know this song is definitely loud. Yeah, pretty good demonstration. Yeah, Lottie immediately cooperated. That's like what you're praying for, is that Lottie just behaves and you can go get him right away. Sometimes it's a 15-minute ordeal and then you get like a brave special attacker. Well, joke's on you. I have the Quag now. So Quag kind of sucks. He is not that... He's good into Registeel because Registeel has Boom and he has Thunderbolt, so he can waste turns. The scary ones are the Iron Defense Rest. Those ones are really troublesome. See, that was a wasted Boom. So we get free turn. He did crit me. That's not how much damage he normally does. That was a crit, and I didn't crit him. That's how much I normally do. So this is probably a weak Registeel. I think I'm gonna rest. Nice. Even with the boost, there's no way you're killing me. So problems with Quag. He is damn slow. Doesn't hit very hard. Of course, can't hit flying Pokemon unless he has, whoops. He has to KO them with, Toxic. So sitting on Pokemon kind of sucks. This is, like, the antithesis to the rest of the team. Everybody else on the team, like, hits hard and is super fast. Quag is ultra slow and needs Toxic to do most of the damage if Earthquake can't do anything. But the good news is that once we're in with Quag and we're set up, we're in a really great position to take out whatever comes in. Minus, like, Sceptile. Sceptile's still pretty rough, even with all this special defense. I don't know if you have Giga Drain. Probably won't Giga Drain. Sup, Chief? How you doing, lad? You see the new teammate, the new companion? This is Quagsire. He's very slow and not very good against grass Pokemon. But there's a benefit. There is a reason we're using him. Is that he helps with explosion Pokemon. There is a certain, what's his name? Electrode that just straight up can't hurt this. Which is actually a bit annoying, because that would mean if Quag was full health, I wouldn't be able to catch it. Yeah, you know, people like Quag. He's a fan favorite, I guess. But man, do I miss the speed of the rest of the team. Like, anytime I bring Quag out, the game just grinds to a halt. Good news is we have a million amnesias. We can always burn turns. I replaced Latios. I've gone back and forth. When I did no Zapdos, I felt really weak. And when I did no Latios, I was able to manage. Embracing the stall. Yeah, unfortunately. Like, this is a sad concession of making this hunt more safe. Maybe? Earthquake would knock him into KO range. Oh yeah, you got your Toxic. Huge. Earthquake means he's gonna die to the Toxic damage. Yeah, it's hard to part with Latios. I think there's a good argument that I should be using Tauros, Latios, Quag, and Latios runs a different moveset. Like, Latios is maybe Bolt Beam, Calm Mind, Memento. Because I do foresee it being hard for Quag to get killed. Thankfully, I can spam Amnesia, but last night I caught a Ninetales. And after all the overheats and after all of my amnesias, the thing was doing like 4% to me. Or like 4 damage with flamethrowers. Now the good news is that that is damage on me, and as long as I don't rest, I'll always end up losing once we get to struggle time. The problem is, what if there's multiple Pokemon? I need multiple Pokemon to get KO'd. So then I really just need to stall out booms. So it'll work. This is just not ideal, I think, is the problem. Doing good, just had a call after you asked. Alright. Glad to hear it, Peter. Because I think Tauros is non-negotiable. He is just too good. Blasts through every team that exists. We're also way worse into Flygon without, what's his name? Without Latios. Quag kind of sets on him, but you don't want to be taking earthquakes and crunches and all that. Oh, huge. We're going to get a self-KO? I think we're going to. Self-KO for a free switch in. Not even, dude. Awesome. And look who it is. Well, in this scenario, we have to just beat him down with earthquakes. You've got return. I don't really like that. I think that means your return, amnesia, curse, rest, which is the hardest set for me to ever deal with. That is not impressive damage. And you take a snooze. I think I'm going Zapdos. I think I'm bringing in Zapdos and hoping I KO with 2 Thunderbolts. Yeah, we should. Even after leftovers. It's a very suspenseful, resting Registeel. It shouldn't be this scary. But you know what, Registeel's kind of tough for my team once Tauros dies anyways. Once Tauros is gone, it's really rough. Doesn't matter who's left. Latios can set up, potentially. Quag just has to really fish for crits. The sleeping grenade, yeah. Nobody make a sudden movement. He might just wake up and explode. Of course, we're just getting all of Quag's like possible matchups. Good news, Quag can poison Regirock. However, it's a trick. Do not be fooled thinking you can Toxic Regirock. This thing runs Facade. So you're just going to accidentally give it Facade damage and he's going to run you over. He also has Bright Powder, which is really good. That's how little I did. That's nothing. I'm getting outsped by a Regirock too, or maybe it's Quick Claw, but I think I'm getting outsped. Do we rest? We gotta rest. Okay. Boom didn't go off. Yeah, Bright Powder, Focus Punch. It's the set of champions. That's another boom. I've started to recognize what explosion looks like in Japanese. Explosion and self-destruct. Okay, be gone. See, normally that would have just been 2 earthquakes with Tauros. We're not exactly good into Starmie. Just try and get some damage. That's so much. I guess I'm not boosted. I didn't do any amnesias. Okay, 10 volt, which is waste. Just one more? Another 10 volt, nice. Maybe if we had buffed up, but it's too scary to buff up in front of Regirock, because Regirock has Focus Punch. And Muck. Oh, of course it's you. And I have no boosts under my belt. 1 Giga Drain's gonna kill me. Let's do it. We gotta eat up. Flamethrower, that's a very convenient move. Let's Amnesia, and then we need to rest. Yo, Muck Monday was yesterday. I know. Muck Monday never ends. That does so much. Sludge Bomb does too much damage. I guess the good news is that if I see him use Shadow Punch, I know he doesn't have Boom. He has 10 volt. Okay. It's Muck Monday somewhere. Flamethrower, Thunderbolt. Is the last one Giga Drain? Am I just getting super lucky? Sludge Bomb and then maybe Boom? Or Sludge Bomb and Shadow Punch? $10 volts. Okay, bud, what's your last move? Good news is that Quag makes it easier to capture these exploding Pokemon. Because I can stall out their explosions and then just get my team KO'd otherwise. You know, trying to find a positive spin for Quag. I don't want to be too down on him. This is also the first one I've tried using. I didn't breed for it. What I did is I went to the Safari Zone and just caught a bunch of Quags, hoping I could get a female that was sassy to start my breeding chain. And in doing it, I found this one, and he's pretty damn good. So, maybe Quag version 2 or a later moveset, Quag will be better. We're just in the early phases of figuring out Quag. Though I must say, I'm not impressed. My super aggressive team doesn't really appreciate this ultra slow, unkillable, resting toxic user. Okay, and then are you your leftovers? In one copy of Emerald, I'm actually breeding a Tauros also. Still shiny hunting Lugia and Leaf Green, and in the other Emerald Planet Frontiers. Dude, best of luck with the hunt, and you better breed yourself a Tauros. He's the best physical attacker in the generation. I will die on that hill, but he is the best. Or he's the most consistent. I've had this chat with Beaveries during another one of our streams. Also, I'm not ignoring you, Chief. I think I have the EV spread on this computer, maybe? I want to check real fast before I just post, like, something else. That's a Latios. There's Quag. Okay. What image is this? Zapdos, perfect. Also, I learned tech recently. It is oh. There we go. There's our Quag. You know, not the best thing in the world, but for my first attempt, pretty damn good. He is, he does what he needs to. Let's get that off the screen. And gotta pull back up chat. Yup. Did Chief's comment go away? What? I thought you just asked me what the spread... Am I hallucinating? Yeah, he was asking me about, what was a sentence message on... Okay, I understand now. Something's going on. Someone deleted a message and it, like, blocks them. I'm here for all... Yeah. Very weird. Very weird. Okay. We got bailed out there. It is probably better to start earthquaking Swamperts, because if I knock him into Surf Torrent range, there's a possibility he just KOs me. So that's no good. We don't want that to happen. YouTube might be bugging. It could be. But yeah, his moveset. I'll show you his moveset when it's my turn, or if it's next battle. Which it looks to be next battle. Maybe we'll alternate. Maybe I'll do Quag team and then Tauros or Latios team. Wouldn't allow you to edit. Yeah, don't worry about it. YouTube chat is like, you know, you can basically say whatever you want. Just don't do anything that'll get your account in trouble. And of course, don't like interact with bots. Why would I switch him in? I wanted to look at his moves. Okay, well here's Quagsire. His moves are a little bit ridiculous. He's got Earthquake, he's got Toxic, he's got Amnesia, and he's got Rest. And he's holding the Chesto Berry. Oh, this is bad. I don't want to be in as Quag against Swampert. What on earth moves do you have? What item do you have? Okay, no Lum Berry I would have seen. Maybe we can just set up for free? How much does this do? Okay, not insignificant damage. Was saying, you show me Tauros is more consistent and good for the battle arena going. Try him in Slaking, but ended up typing Sloking. Oh, I get you. Yeah, so the other night, I think it was last stream, maybe it was me and Beaveries just chatting in VC, I don't remember. Recently, we were just kind of going through all the physical attackers. And I've come to the conclusion Tauros is the best. And this is a conclusion he came to before me. He agreed with me. Because when you go down to the rest of the list, in competitive, Tyranitar and Aerodactyl, they're both the best like physical attacker. Either of them is super good. But Tyranitar needs a turn to set up, and he's relying on Rock Slide. And Aerodactyl is a choice band Rock Slide user. Also, I am a frozen Quag. I am, in many ways, annoyed by this situation. So you look at those two, they're both pretty good, but they gotta rely on something. Like Banded Rock Slide is not very consistent, and Dragon Dance into Rock Slide, again, not the most consistent for a 3v3. For 6v6 is different, and that's why they're good. One of the best movesets to run on this thing. The problem is I am hard-walled by certain Pokemon, Chief. I am hard-walled by Weezing. I'm hard-walled by Crobat. So if ever I'm put in a scenario with those two, it's just over. Dude, like, please? Oh my god. Well, Quag did his job. And of course, there's going to be an explosion user in the back. Watch this. Okay, you know what? Not bad. Yeah, so we looked at the other physical attackers. You know, Snorlax is great, but he's super slow. He hits really big damage, but of course you probably want to set up a cursor too. Salamence and Gyarados. Both of them are really good if you get Hidden Power flying. Otherwise you're relying on Aerial Ace and potentially needing to dance, which again, that's slow. But they're not bad, and they have Intimidate, which is really great. Rhydon and Golem, they're way too slow. Machamp, Hariyama, just way too slow. Heracross is like a bit faster, but he relies on Mega Horn, which a bunch of stuff resists. And of course can miss, it's an inconsistent move. Dodrio is like a glass cannon, Banded Dodrio will surprise you with how much damage he can do. But, of course, you know, Ice weak, Electric weak, not good things to be. Breloom, way too slow. And now I'm starting to struggle to think of other physical attackers. Like, who's even left? Regirock? Wailord. Donphan has super high special attack or physical attack, and he is really slow. Metagross, yeah, so Metagross is the other kind of contender in that he is super strong, but he relies on Meteor Mash, which is gonna miss. It's gonna miss and making him less consistent. The yeah, I'll show you the if you check the description, lad, I've got him in the description. But yeah, we're running Earthquake, Double Edge, Frustration, and Rock Tomb as our great coverage for him. Also, he's holding the Choice Band because that's what he needs. What's the rest? Latios. Why? Oh yeah, Gramble, yeah, I forgot about him. What's, Gramble, Ursaring. Oh, how am I forgetting the best ones? Murkrow. We all know how I feel about Murkrow. I've made dozens of videos. Like, Bayonet could be a physical sweeper, but also, no. Bayonet sucks. Yeah, Banded. Banded's the way to go. It's absolutely Tauros' best item. If you're doing breeding stuff and you're able to breed a certain hidden power, I would strongly suggest going for Hidden Power Ghost. Hidden Power Bug is also acceptable, because without it, you're pretty rough into Gengar in Emerald. Thankfully, Gengar's not in this game. Dusclops doesn't show his face very often. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. It's a torrent boosted water move. This does a ton. Yeah, true. Marowak has potential. I guess by that metric, Ninjask also has potential. If you could do like a sub Swords Dance potential sweep with Shadow Ball and Silverwind. This is not to say that all these other physical users just can't work. You can never get a KO with Machamp. Like, it can't be done. But I think the conclusion is Tauros really is the most consistently good. That's a Choice Band. We got a Choice Band. Nice. Tauros just kicks so much ass. He's so fast. With the Choice Band, he hits really hard. And Intimidate, like, immediately cripples the opponent. He's just great. We love Tauros around here. Ninjask does learn Shadow Ball, yes. He also learned Swords Dance by himself, if I remember. Alright, back to the real team. That was all just a demonstration. It was all just a practice. Let you guys know I'm working on Quag. He's not part of the team yet. Maybe if I come up with one I'm satisfied with, we'll run Quag. But until then, he's on the back. He's on the bench. And admittedly, he's a nice guy to have on the bench. Oh. Bright powdered. Nice. Oh, do not boost, please. Okay. This track is insane. And it's a triple ground week. Awesome, team. Bright Powder's the worst. Yeah. It's damn annoying. So I find Focus Band probably least annoying. Also nice. Oh, he's leftovers. So I'm working on... I should probably get like a notepad or something. Hang on, I could probably just write it on my phone. I'm thinking of putting together a Ruby and Sapphire Tower bingo board. And then when me, Amaryllis, and Beaveries we were like thinking of doing sort of like a we all stream at the same time, trying to get a bingo. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, make new RS Tower bingo. For like funny things that happen in the Ruby Sapphire Tower. Because I've seen Beaveries do a regular tower one, where there's like stuff that's that just comes up when you're playing Emerald, like, oh, the opponent got the Focus Band, that kind of stuff. Or you fought like a very weird trainer class. What club might be the one that peeves me the most? I don't like any of them, to be honest. I kind of hate them all. Quick Claw is probably my favorite to put on a team, because I love using Curse, Quick Claw, Snorlax. He is super fun. But also, yeah, it sucks and it is lame. Right, but for the bingo board, like funny stuff. If there's any funny interactions you guys can think of. I think I just got Quick Clawed there. That is like specific to the Ruby Tower, not just Pokemon AI in general. Like, one of my favorites is Gardevoir will use Destiny Bond and then immediately use Snatch, which cancels out Destiny Bond. Like, what do you mean? Why'd you do that? Am I locked into? Yeah, perfect. Another one is Breloom. I guess it's Breloom and Blaziken. Using Focus Punch. Yeah, there will be more of these things that we get added to a bingo board. I want to add, like, Pokemon that are rare. Like Glalie. We just saw Glalie. Sorry, I'm moving the mic. Did I mute it? Hope I didn't mute it. It looks unmuted. Adding like rare Pokemon to the tower or to the bingo board, because there's not very many Rhydons or very many Ninetales out there, so they may as well be worth a spot. But yeah, I'm kind of coming up with things to add to that. Bright Powder, Focus Punch, Regirock is a pretty fun one. Triple Starter, that's a good one too. Triple Starter and Triple Regi. Sorry, you guys can't see the text because I'm writing it on my phone and I'm just going to share it on Discord. Because my keyboard is far away. There we go. Crisis averted. 12:42. I don't know what a good number to stop as at tonight. We'll see how far we get. Yeah, I haven't played enough of it. Yeah, it'll make sense if you play more of it. Nice Overgrow Giga Drain. That's kind of massive. This could be a triple starter. That was a weak Blaziken. Blaziken normally lives those. Okay, not quite triple starter. Easy. That's what we like to see. Tauros just sweeping, KOing 3 Pokemon right away. We don't have to bring in Quag and, you know, take our time. Play strategically. None of that. We're here to get KOs. We're here to win. I've been to Gen 4 pilled recently. I want to get back to hunting my Shiny Frontier team, though. Whatever I can say to convince you. Yeah, do it. Gyarados in Gen 3 looks awesome. He has an awesome front sprite and awesome back sprite. You don't need to worry about egg moves because he doesn't have any. He always is just going to have the best moveset. The only variable is hidden power, and even if you get like HP rock, that's very usable. He also gets a lot of good use in doubles as like a partner to an Earthquake spammer. He's really good partners with Marowak in doubles because Marowak has Lightning Rod. So you have Marowak who is protecting Tauros, or sorry, he's protecting Gyarados, firing off his own Earthquakes. The opponent also got hit with Intimidate, so they're physically hitting you less. Like, the two are just great partners. This is a Latios faster than me. Could go for Attract. And you get it, you know what? Yep, Marowak is a... Marowak's also a really sick shiny. Of course you went for Dragon Claw. Of course you did. Oh, yeah. This is what feels comfortable. What are we at? 7? Is this 6 or 7? Yeah, 5. It's a tricky balance. Speaking of Gyarados, so Gyarados is a bit of an awkward lead for me. Because I am hit with Intimidate, and he is hit with Intimidate, so we both don't do as much damage. But he is likely to go for Hyper Beam. So, it's sort of worth it to just beat him up. The reason we don't want to just switch straight into Zapdos is because we don't want to eat a Hyper Beam. You could also just critical hit Gyarados, and you'll win. That's a tech that works. So I recently stole a Golduck, a male Golduck, which is awesome, because whatever female I pair it with, I will get awesome, awesome IVs. Yeah, huge crit. The crit helps. The Golduck also had Cross Chop, which was really funny. Zam is faster than me, but went for Recover. Are you the banded one, perchance? I sure hope not. Otherwise, well, that's still free. Still gonna beat him up. Still got him. You para me. And then you eat your, Ganlon, so you were not choice locked. Interesting. It's very hard to tell what Alakazam is up to, because he runs a trick choice band set, and there's a 25% chance he accidentally just gets glitched and uses the wrong move, and now he's banded Recover or banded Light Screen. Can you pass TM moves that a Mon can learn through breeding, like Earthquake as an example? I believe you can. I'm pretty sure you can. So like if I breed this Tauros with an Adamant Ditto, pretty sure the kid is going to have Tauros's Frustration, Rock Tomb, and Earthquake. Not 100% though. It's been a long time since I did Gen 3 breeding stuff. But access to this tower is convincing me to go back, because being able to take 2 perfect parents... Yeah, you can't give up. 2 perfect parents that are like, one's a male from one TID and one's a female from a different TID. Those 2 are going to make the fastest eggs that have the highest chance of having like awesome IVs. So I might end up doing sort of the cringe box egg hunt. The egg hunt that is not as cool as the one Riley and Motive are doing, where you just make an egg like in mass. You get a whole bunch of eggs that you don't care what their IVs are, but because you have 2 awesome parents, they're likely to be good. And then just hatch those on multiple games. Rehatch the eggs until they do shine. So that's one possible route that this battle tower thing has enabled. Oh, why do you have light screen? I hate that. I should remember Metagross gets light screen. We just crit through it. Just wall the light screen. Because it's not a move you ever see him use. Gee, it sure would be nice to have Quagsire here. No, Quagsire is like terrible into Blizzard and Ice Beam. Yep. Nice. Tauros gets frozen once per stream, so we know it's coming up, but that wasn't it. I was convinced that was going to be the frozen Tauros for the stream, but not quite. Do I have faith Latios will do enough damage with Dragon Claw? Yes. There's no way you're living. No way. Nice crit. Pretty sure I did need that. Set of 7's already over? That feels like we just started. We're going back in. Da, 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 da. We know what to do against Heracross. We have to double edge because return is a roll. I think double edge is also a roll if he happened to roll a plus defense nature. But the trade is worth Electrode. Yeah, we'll just bonk him. Whatever. Free KO. Saves me the time of switching someone in. I probably want to be in Latios, so that way I can eat a hit with Zapdos if I have to. Which I don't. What does Raw Dragon Claw do? That's not great. What could be like a good secondary effect for Dragon Claw that wouldn't make it too powerful? Nice. Torrent boosted. We still live. Flinch? Yeah. That'd still be good. That'd be a very strong, very splashable move because of that. Lower the defenses? Yeah. Like, I think Iron Claw does that. Or Steel Wing. Or maybe they're the other way around. Maybe they raise your defense. Special defense drop. That might be too OP. Or an attack boost like Metal Claw. Okay, I'm getting one of them mixed up. Oh, it's Iron Tail. Iron Tail has a chance of lowering their defense. Yeah, there's not many ways to lower your opponent's special attack. Special attack is kind of easier to rely on. Nice. Yeah, it's sure. Depends on the gen. In Gen 50, it's like it'll give you priority for the next 4 turns, and your opponent's status can't go off, and they don't get to play the game, and you also crit. And that's just like one move that's not even that good. Muck lives. We never doubt Muck. Never doubt Muck. Mystic Fire, Moonblast. Yeah, I don't know what the hell those moves do. It's probably like 5 million base power, 200% accuracy, raises crit chance, raises speed, and lowers your opponent's defense. Yeah, Pokemon's power creep is just like unbelievable. I watch a modern match and I have no clue what the hell is happening. Every move goes off, and then there's like 4 different effects. Walrein lives this. This team is also terrible into Walrein without Zapdos. If we're Quag Lati, we're just super shit into Walrein. Sceptile that I am outspeeding. Oh. He's got moves. Another easier victory. I should take lessons on how to speak English correctly. I've been faking it this whole time, tricking people into thinking I know English. Breloom is always a little bit annoying because he can have Effect Spore, so this can like just paralyze my Tauros for no real fault of my own. Do we get a triple? Nope. That is a specially defensive Metagross. I had a very good haul when I did this last night. I stole 4 Pokemon. I got a naughty Gyarados, which is really nice. I got a hardy female Ninetales, meaning if I get some kind of egg move, I can easily breed that into a good Vulpix. And then I got a mild Latios, which is good. That's a great nature for Latios. It's a little risky, but whatever. It works. And then I got a lax Metagross, which is up defense, down special defense. Which he already doesn't like getting specially hit, so it sort of just min-maxes him a little harder. Of course it's you. Oh, Flygon. You just crack me up. Some other non-shiny targets. Well, I really want a Timid Timid Zapdos. That'd be cool. Someone hack Zapdos into the tower so I can take it. I really want a Timid Latios. That would be probably target number 1. Modest Latios would be great. Modest Starmie would be great. Timid Latias would be super fun. Who else would I want? I'm trying to think, who do I use in Ore that's actually from Hoenn? It's usually just the Latios and Metagross. I got a impish Registeel. He kicks ass. He's really, really good. I could definitely get a long streak in the tower. I almost said the factory. In the tower. Just due to how consistently strong that guy is. I'm not too fond of the starters. Swampert is obviously the strongest of the 3, but Blaziken is my favorite by far. Those ones I would definitely prefer to get a shiny than I would to just get great nature. Weezing also. I stole a Weezing last night. Or was it the day before? I stole a Weezing recently. Which is a very tricky Pokemon to steal. It is very good that Quag is able to just shut it down. Triple starter team. That would be a bingo card. It would have to be worth more than 1 because it's so harder to get. Oh, we could do like triple starter lead. You ran into the lead starter 3 times in 1 set. That's getting a bit abstract though. Yeah, I'd have to run the numbers as to which Pokemon actually are way less common. I was playing this yesterday with a friend of mine, and we watched a Kingdra get a triple protect, but he was literally poisoned. He was poisoned the whole time, so he just triple protected himself to take a huge amount of damage. It was unbelievably funny. Salamence. What goes out? Love Weezing. That was your first shiny you caught? Dude. Like one that you hunted or you found a random one? Oh, damn, that sucks. Yep, it's very much a shame when the shiny Pokemon are gone, but I think the fact that you still remember it is part of what makes it special, you know? Random coughing, that's awesome. I remember when I was a kid, I found a random shiny Voltorb. Not in the power plant, but you know that weird, like, patch of grass up at the top of the route that just so happens to have Voltorb in it? It's like Voltorb and Raticate. I don't know who else is there. It's just like a patch of grass that shows you Voltorb before you get to the power plant. And I found a blue one there. I found a shiny one there when I was a young kid, and I had no... I knew that this thing could blow up. I knew this Pokemon had self-destruct, so I was super scared catching it. Yeah, Route 10, thank you. And I did catch it, but man, it was nerve-wracking. It was such a scary Pokemon to try and wrangle. Do I have the photo? Hang on. That's how old this was I took the photo on my DSi. Where is... Yeah, it is. Is this gonna have the date? This probably doesn't have the date attached to it. April 11th, 2024. I feel like that was when it was added to this hard drive. Okay, let's turn you back on. Everyone loves that my streams are just like... There's no rules. It's the Wild West. I'll just do whatever I decide to do for a minute. Just to show a picture. Because that's what we're doing. This one... Yeah, this guy. You can tell by the incredible camera photo. This is a super old, literally the oldest picture of a shiny that I have. This thing was from like 2012 or so. That guy is ancient. This is an ancient Voltorb. Shiny Voltorb in New Mauville. Hell yeah. I was so young and didn't know what shinies were at the time and killed it. Man, that is tragic. It is so sad how often that happens. I've heard a lot of people say that about Spinda. They like didn't understand, like they kind of understood Spinda's gimmick of like, oh, Spinda looks different. But they just ran into the green one and just didn't know that that was like a really special Spinda. They just thought, well, that's, you know, that's the green one. I'm sure I'll see the blue Spinda next. It's kind of awesome. Alright, Blaze again. You don't like me, and I don't like you, so let's just get this over with. Get you off screen onto the next opponent. Sceptile. Is this another triple starter? Spinda is cool. No, there's just like a billion of them, or some crazy number of patterns. Yeah, it's like... It's something I think is very underappreciated, that Game Freak was willing to just try this super complex algorithm for Pokemon that they knew wasn't going to be very important. And that just kind of became Spinda's thing, is that he has like a gajillion patterns. But his stats aren't like very impressive, and he doesn't learn any great moves, and he's really not that good to use. But that's not what makes him cool. What makes him cool is that he has this insane algorithm to make sure that he always looks different from other Spindas. which was just nuts. Also, did you guys see on, yeah, another triple starter. On Riley's Discord, somebody got a Spinda pattern, and it was shiny in their Pokedex. Because the one in the Pokedex, like, references a specific PID, so that it's always the same pattern. And for him, it was shiny. I had never, ever seen that before. I had no idea that that was even possible, that the game could do that. Because that's just crazy. Like, that's just insanity. Yeah, yeah, no, isn't that nuts? Yeah, it's so good. I got a feeling Game Freak didn't intend for that to happen. They didn't really intend for that to be something that could show up. So the good news about Quag is that Toxic gives us another way to deal with Shedinja. Oh, we missed Rock Tomb. And you missed Toxic. Alright, turn 1 was a wash. I missed again. And you Shadow Ball. I missed Rock Tomb 3 times. And you Hyper Beam. Okay. 4th Rock Tomb's the try. Can't believe that. Poor Tauros. Oh. Alright, sorry Zapdos. I didn't want to do this. He's gonna Giga Drain. See? Yeah, average Rock Miss experience. I just need to land one time. Literally land one time and I win. Yeah, don't you feel special, Muck. At the same time, the TID and SID have to be very specific in order for that to even happen, and it is restricted to only Ruby and Sapphire. That I didn't know. That's kind of nuts that it can only... Well, I guess it makes sense. Emerald, like, changed a lot of things, would have fixed a lot of stuff. Am I scared of you? Probably not. Do you have Trick? Yes, you do. I think you're tricking me just a Macho Brace, though. Or we can catch a random Spinda, and it could appear shiny just in Ruby and Sapphire. So, like, my shiny, or my Spinda that I caught from Ruby, or sorry, from Emerald, if somehow I was to recatch that on Ruby? No, because it wouldn't turn shiny. But if it was the same TID and SID, it might be. Well, I guess that's the same for every Pokemon, though. Like, the reason it's shiny for me is because of my trainer ID and SID. If it was you out in the grass that caught it, it would have been normal. Like, it wouldn't have been, you know. That's making me curious about something. If you guys have seen the Beldum video on my channel, the record mix recatch, I did catch a shiny Spinda on a copy of Sapphire, meaning it could go through the wash, it could go through the record mix battle tower method. I wonder what would happen to it. Would anything happen to it? I may need to attempt that. Oh, piss off. You're the worst guy. I hate seeing Regice. Well, at that point, it comes down to the PID of the Spinda itself. Has to be the first Spinda that you caught. Okay, so it's not just that he found a very specific one, it's that it was also the very first spin that he saw. That's crazy. Yeah, we need the scientists. Regice is here to ruin my day. I hate fighting this guy. Yep, there's more research to be done. There's like quite a bit more research to be done on that glitch because you can fight your own Pokemon from secret bases. If I record mix with you, Chief, but then you traded me one of your Pokemon, well, it doesn't matter that you that it's not from your game. It's your TID and your SID, but it's appearing in a secret base where you can fight it. And then you could Lati glitch it. So, like, that might also be another route. We don't even need to use the battle tower. There's stuff I still need to explore with this thing. We all love Generation 3, but I really, really love how Ruby and Sapphire have all these, like, very exploitative glitches, allowing for very cool stuff, very unique shiny hunting potential. And of course, Emerald has its RNG broken. Emerald's RNG doesn't even work correctly. You can't really soft reset in that game without jumping through hoops. Nice, you're gonna snatch the frustration, and you're gonna turn around and headbutt me. I thought the only reason you could actually catch anything for the light glitch is because the battle tower uses your TID and SID for the Pokemon generation, so they don't come up as bad eggs. You are correct. So, a feature of this game is called record mixing. If I have Ruby and you have Sapphire, and we record mix, certain traits, certain things that I've done in the game will now affect your game. First one, probably the one most people know about, is secret bases. If I make a secret base, it appears in your game, which is very cool. One thing I think a lot less people are aware of is that my team that I used in the battle tower will appear in your battle tower where I lost. So I made it to round 5, but then I lost. You play your battle tower, you make it to round 5, you bump into me. Now it's controlled by the AI, obviously, but it's my team. My Pokemon with their exact IVs, their exact moveset, everything. So, if you were to Lati glitch those, they would be a bad egg. You would get a bad egg because they have a specific TID, SID match. And when you catch them, you're trying to give them a new TID, and the game says, okay, hey, wait a minute. This guy has a TID, what are you doing? Yeah, 1 HP, we hang on. I've been shiny hunting on the carp, on Ruby. I gotta sit up to read some of these. Ruby and Emerald, I know I can find the random shinies on Emerald, but hitting shiny frame eventually. But it feels like wasted encounters at sometimes. I've done wild encounters in Emerald, and I get that feeling. It's how do you say this? The longer that a hunt goes on, the odds are that you have hit the same frame multiple times. Because I did Feebas. I did Feebas with 3 Emeralds. 2 of them were Japanese. And they all have a dead battery, so the Feebas tile doesn't move. And you're right, it does feel like sometimes I probably did hit the exact same frame numerous times, even though that hunt wasn't very long. But there's really just nothing you can do about that. It's also hard to prove. It's like a hard confirmation bias to prove, because you'd literally need to catch them to compare them every time. So, I don't know. The rule of thumb I hear from every emerald hunting enthusiast is just make sure that your sessions are long. As long as you're doing long sessions, it shouldn't be a problem. If you're doing like, let's say 40 resets running in grass, and then you decide to stop and then do another 40, you probably shouldn't do that. You probably will run into the same Pokemon consistently. Versus if you were to do, I don't know, 150, you're looking way better. Your battle video also helps, that's true. Lily Cove, the contest hall, looking at the paintings moves your random number. But I think really for running around in the grass, for fishing, for basically anything that isn't soft reset, you are safe to do it in Emeralds. There is just quite a bit of misinformation that is keeping everyone skeptical. And rightfully so. There's a good reason to be skeptical of that stuff. Golem absolutely needs to be added to the bingo. This guy is super rare. There we go. Added Golem. Yeah, so when you look at a painting, all it does is it just moves your RNG to a random position. I think Tassers figured that out somehow. That just like playing the game with the hex editor open, when you talk to the thing, it moves your RNG randomly. Very handy. I did a shiny hunt back in the day. This is a couple years ago now. In New Mauville to get a shiny Magnemite, and I started. It was on a Sapphire that had a dead battery. So I would always start my session in Lily Cove and look at the painting, and then go to New Mauville to start doing encounters. So that's another step you can take. I think the hard fact is that there's really just not that much in Emerald that's like worth hunting that you can't do in Ruby and Sapphire. Like, what is there extra? Smeargle? Altering Cave? Ditto? There's Ditto in that one cave? Actually, that could be swag. That could be cool to get Ditto. And another round clear. Yep. Yeah, I'll take my prize. I don't even need it. Just here for the victory. There's that tower in the desert where you get the fossils. That has a different pool of Pokemon, but it's literally just Trapinch and Sandshrew. Oh yeah, the extra Safari. Yeah, true. I forgot about them. And that's quite a few. But they're all like runaway and fishing. None of those are soft reset, which is the thing everyone's scared to do in Emeralds, because it's going to be broken. It's not going to work. But also, you can run away in those games, which is another aspect I think players just gloss over. You can run away hunt the Reggies or Rayquaza or Mew. I guess Mew's in the game. Mew wasn't in. Oh, and Ho-Oh and Lugia. And Deoxys. You know, all the event stuff. None of that was in Ruby. Are you faster than me? No. And a crit, too. Tauros is just a menace. So I suppose there are some reasons to hunt. Oh, did I just save and quit? Nice. Yep. Sorry, I just had to take a little snooze. I'm back, ready for more. I have another JP Sapphire, but it's at the beginning of the game. I could potentially grind it up for triple hunt stuff. Yeah, dude. I think I would do that. When I move to Metagross. Chief, if you're interested, I feel weird shilling my own stuff. I did a full playthrough of Ruby in Japanese on my channel, and I streamed it. And like it's you know, it's not a great run. I used Pokemon from outside of the region, but throughout that video there was a lot of tips I gave that would be very useful for a non-Japanese speaker. That just KOs. Oh, wow. I was certain that was a crit. There's a ton of, like, tips and tricks I tossed into the series of videos just to help out non-Japanese speakers to get through the game, because it's not that difficult. I think a lot of people, a lot of shiny hunters think it would be too difficult not being able to read the language, but it is really not that bad. Also, the run was a little bit cursed. Okay, please. I don't want to see leftovers. Any item but leftovers. Okay, good. Yeah. Yep, the bag does get to be a bit frustrating. The biggest tip I can give you is just sell all your items. You played Pokemon before. Do you really need all these items? You just sell them. But here's the trick. You're shiny hunting, so what are you going to do with all the excess money is you go and burn it on Pokeballs. Stuff that you're never going to like lose. You're always going to benefit by having more of. So that's kind of the conclusion I've come to. Speeding through the Japanese games. Just sell all your items. Keep the ones you know that you will use. Like Escape Rope. Like Max Repel, White Flute. Those are like the essentials. Is this set 7? I wasn't paying attention. Is this 6 or 7? I could show you my inventory on this game. Because this is like clearly a shiny hunting game, not like a main file adventure. I've kind of gutted the file just to do shiny hunts, and then I became obsessed with this battle tower stuff. Triple starter again? Are we getting a triple? I should be a lot more mad about the losing that than I am. It's another triple starter. Seeing all the starters tonight. Who hasn't made an appearance yet? We haven't seen Hariyama. I haven't seen Wheezing. Played a Japanese version of Pokemon twice. Which one? Which game did you play twice? Okay. Oh, we're at match 4. I don't know why I thought I was at the end of the set. Another, wow, they are really spicing it up, man. Love this song. Oh. Yeah, Zapdos, you will be sacrificed. Once to completion Coliseum, which was a pain. The Pokemon Green for a retro achievement monotype. Interesting, okay. First one's Pearl. Yeah, thankfully, yeah, exactly. Like the item icons helps out. You know, JP Coliseum, it's not that bad. I get a little bit confused by the items, but it's mostly because I don't know Ore as a region very well. But it's also, like, really tiny when you compare it to any mainline Pokemon. There's, like, way less to do in that game. Way less places to go, NPCs to talk to. The game is, like, incredibly small compared to the cartridge games. So it's mostly going to be coming down to battling. And, like, battling kind of telegraphs what you're doing with the animations really well. So it being in Japanese didn't really annoy me even a little bit. It was always just figuring out what item I was equipping or what item I had just picked up. I haven't played it, only XD. Man, if I get a copy of XD... Well, I probably would play it in English first, and then that was not a crit. Alright, Tauros. You're coming in. Need to cop it eventually. I'm planning on getting a Japanese one, but I think I would, I'm getting killed by the plumber. I would just play the hacked, or the English version on my hacked Wii first, and then just buy a Japanese copy of XD. That would be my plan for playing XD. Greatest challenge was figuring out what Umbreon had at its moveset. Yeah, he's got weird moves early on. Heracross also has like Reversal and Endure, which are not very apparent based on the animation. Was this first Pokemon Salamence? I think it was. I'm roaring this guy out. Tauros hurt. Tauros is full health. Okay, you were psychic. This is actually perfect. Yep, just live. Don't die. Nice. We get some damage on Alakazam. Make this even easier. One more turn. We might KO Alakazam and then get our free switch in for Tauros. No. Well, how could you? And what berry is that? Ganlon? Why? Light screen's running down. Oh, we're fine. We're in with Tauros, and we get to pick our move. We aren't stuck with Earthquake. We are stuck with Frustration. Easy, easy. Taking off? Well, I appreciate you hanging out, Super Flash. These streams, yeah, they're a lot more low-key. Don't really have, like, as exciting topics or big explosive fights. It's more, you know, we're just grinding. Yeah, you take her easy. Oh, you got me in a recover loop. Not what I want to be in. Milo, please stop this. Look, I'm doing more damage than you're healing. So, could we just cut it out? There we go. Much better. Yeah, whatever. Oh, perfect. This likely gets your berry. You probably activate berry. Yeah. Salak? Pataya. Or, lychee, excuse me. Oh, nice crit. Excuse me. Kingdra plays like an Ore player. Just gotta protect turn 1 to scout my opponent. No way. I can't do anything that has any commitment. I can't do anything that could cost me. I need to play safe. I gotta watch more of the videos. Beaveries, he's hosting a Ore tournament sometime. It's still undecided, but he did some practice games with some other people that'll be in the tournament, and I didn't watch all of them. I watched some of one of the videos, and I want to see what other cool teams people came up with. But that's a VGC classic. Excuse me. Yawning into the mic. This is the stream content people are here for. Double protect, or lead protect, just to play as safe as possible, is a bit of a classic. We're gonna go Laddie here. Boom? No, superpower. The famous rest Regirock. How are y'all getting the mons for the tournament? Do you have the mons you actually own, or are they gemmed? So, in most of my practice games, I'll just import them from Pokemon Showdown, like Showdown into PK Hex, and then we use those. But I have brought my own Pokemon in practice games, and I am tempted to do it for the real thing. Because it would be pretty sick to just bring, like, my own shiny Metagross. Even if he's not as good, because he's obviously not as good. Or bring my shiny Gengar, because it's the same deal. Like, kind of don't care. That would, they're less than perfect. I'd much rather win with Pokemon that are mine. It's the same way on Showdown. I feel like on Showdown I outsmarted my opponent, but I didn't like win with Pokemon that are mine. I won with Pokemon that you get on Showdown, right? So I don't know. Maybe it's a silly way to think about it. Really, who cares? It's however people get them. I don't care if people gen them. I don't care if people use RNG manip. As long as they're not giving them like illegal stats or illegal move combinations or just outright cheating, then yeah, that's fine by me. But yeah, most of my practice games have been with genned Pokemon using the import from Showdown into PKX. We're doing good. This is what, set 4? This team hasn't even lost yet. Dude, you got a shiny carp? Yo! Chief, congrats. Dude, post a picture of it. You send me a picture of it, and I will put it on stream. Yes, log out of the internet. Are you crazy? Trying to open up Discord fast. Yeah. Oh, do I want to be? Do I want to be syncing to OneDrive? Yeah. Get the hell out of here. Open up Discord. I want to see the fish. A shiny carp, dude. Congrats. We all love Magikarp. He's a lovely shiny. Discord's deciding whether it wants to load. There we go. Dude, this thing is so laggy with me streaming. Guess not there. It's gotta be in Gen 3 General. Yo. This is gonna look so scuffed, but hang on. Yeah. Okay, now watch this. I'm a master of the computers. We go filter, we add a crop, add crop. Now let's just take a look. Okay, so you're from the right. Just give it a minute. It's got to take its time. We're slowly getting there. And then I'll have like a number to guess from the top. Damn, that part of the song is loud. There we go. 300 is pretty nice. So let's go 300 from the top. There we go. How does that look? It's like a normal, not unhinged stream. This looks good. I think this looks good. What am I doing? Why was I switching? Oh yeah, we'll go Zapdos. Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. How many encounters was it? I'm so mad that Salamence gamed on me. $11K, damn. Always satisfying to get one when it's over 10K. There's like a sweet spot between like 10K and like 15. Because once you hit double odds, you kind of stop caring. You start getting almost pissed off at it. Nature guess? My nature is always bashful. I always guess bashful. For you, I hope it's like Adamant. I hope it's Jolly or something to kick ass. It's lonely. You know what? That's not the worst. Up attack minus defense. He's got a good defensive profile. He resists steel. He's immune to ground. He resists bug. It's not bad. Yeah, major congrats, dude. What ball did you get it in? Yeah, rare case. Oh, and do my favorite thing. Check your hidden power in a Pokeball. Classic. Once he evolves and you can teach him hidden power, save in front of the Kecleon and hit him. Because then that'll just tell you outright what your hidden power type is. Then if you go to the calculator, knowing your hidden power, it'll track down your IVs way faster. Or like way more accurately. Yeah, the Kecleon trick, always a good one. Oh, nice. True. There's a couple of static Kecleon, so check the other ones. But yeah, if you're missing all of them, then you might have to do it the old-fashioned way, which is... I always start with water. I always go and find a Marill and hit a Marill and see if it's neutral from there, and then kind of like, how would you say? It's like a flow chart of like, okay, well, water was neutral. What about just mono ghost, or what about mono normal? Like, you know, you work your way down. That's such a cool hunt. I really want to try that at some point. Just surfing in Pseudopolis? I started a really stupid hunt on a whim, and oh, I think I'm already at like 4K or something. I'm already in too deep to start giving up and saying, no, it was just a joke. Nice, we're gonna get the KO. I'm going for Seal or Dugong in Icefall Cave in Emerald, just for the meme of, oh, piss off. No, don't do it. I got the Quick Claw, he got one. Dewgang, yeah, exactly, yeah, just for the Dewgang meme. And man, is Seal tripping me up. Every single time I look at Seal, I think like, oh, is that the one? Wait a minute, did I get it? And it's never it. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, no phasing. I also think it would just be cozy. Just like fun to surf around Pseudopolis. Because it's like, it's a huge pond. No obstacles. You could go back and forth really far. I know the encounter rate is pretty low, though, so you probably need to White Flute and Illuminate. Because when I tried the shimmy trick, I could never get it to work in Pseudopolis surfing, and I think it's because surfing is reduced encounter rate. Yeah. Yeah, the slow encounter rate just sucks. You need Illuminate. Illuminate has to be there. If you've never seen Twisted Motive's video, I think it's the most recent video on his channel, or like the second most. It's a recent video by him where he... What are you doing, Alakazam? Are you giving me a choice band? He gave me a choice... Okay. He did a video about a bunch of fishing encounters he did across Hoenn. And one thing I didn't even know was in the game is that you can fish up level 5 Gyarados in Pseudopolis. Which is just bonkers. That's so crazy to me. Ah, even after Salak, you can't keep up. Yeah, it is. It is wild. Just crazy. I always think that's cool. I wonder, like, what the in-game implication is about under-level Pokemon. Why they end up that way. Why they didn't evolve, or why they evolved early, excuse me. It's the duck. This one's female. I don't remember which file I caught my Golduck on. So maybe they could be the fastest breeders. Yeah, there's just something about it where it feels like the game is breaking its internal rules. It's very fascinating. Very cool that the game even does that. I also like how there's a bunch of boss fights that do that. Pokemon that are under level. Like, I think Winona has an under level Altaria or an under level Swablu or something. A Pokemon she's clearly not supposed to have. One of my favorites. And the best part is he's just some guy. Do you know in the route leading to Meteor Falls, there's like the grassy part and then there's the rocky part you walk up? If you go to the bottom of the grassy part, there's a guy standing near a rock, right? Just a normal little guy. I think he's a Pokemaniac. And if you rematch him to get him to his last rematches, He has a level 35 Aggron and a 35 Rhydon. Now, how on earth he got those makes no sense to me. Oh, does Watson have one? I didn't know that. Watson, what does he have? An underlevel Manectric? Maybe an underlevel Mag? But yeah, it's crazy. It seems like someone at Game Freak just threw in the team, like, nobody double-checked it. Nobody said, hey, wait a minute. Hang on. There we go. The black void was bugging me. Now we have the ultimate stream layout. This is just beautiful. Never knew that about the Maniac by the Falls. Haven't explored enough of the rematches. Yeah, Watson has a level 23 mag. Dude. What a cheater. Oh, and of course he rests. What song is this even? I don't recognize it. It's from God Hands. Oh, this is... Yeah, I remember this now. Yeah, this is from the boat. Yeah, Watson's got a 23 mag. I think Drake has like underlevel Dragonites in one of the games. That's Dragonclaw. Of course, the first gym leader in Gen 2, he has like a level 9 Pidgeotto. Just cheating the system. Lead Latios. Okay. Start spicy. Shark Nash, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Nice crit. Not sure that I needed it. Definitely want to crit against this guy. Yep, Blaze range, Blaze kick. Just get the crit too. No crit, no crit. Yes. Tempting to get a Moltres. Are you shiny hunting Moltres or just trying to catch one? Sorry, I'm moving the mic. You're trying to shiny hunt one. Good luck, lads. It took me a long time to get my Moltres. But if you're just trying to get one that's good, that can be hard too. Yeah, shiny one. Yeah. Got Articuno. Nice. Yeah, I only have Moltres of the trio. I do plan to get the other one someday, but Moltres is my favorite of the birds. So, ended up going for Moltres first. Alright, what does this guy got? We have an emotional support shiny Magikarp on this layout that was just caught by Chiefs like 10 minutes ago. Oh, I don't like that. I always want to be locked into double edge with Heracross because this guy, one, he can counter me, and two, I can just pop his berry. Ah, this is the worst. Never gotten a shiny Moltres, but through my lifetime, I only get twice the other birds. Oh, I get what you mean. Really? That's pretty insane. Yeah, I've never gotten, like, a legendary by accident. No, that's not true. I got Latios by accident, but that thing is still a mystery. Nobody can ever, like, we can't figure out why that happened. Because it's in Emerald. So soft resets should be not doable. And we know that I have an early shiny frame and it's not that nature, so that I don't understand that Latios. I'll have to get Amaryllis to explain it to me. Because he knows all the RNG stuff. Scrambling around my room to find a trade cable, found it. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, this was the Southern Island one. I was actually thinking that the other day. Like, if I found a shiny roamer, I would probably be tempted to leave it alone. Just to have, like, a roamer that's shiny running around on the file. There's something I think that's really cool about that. You could just accidentally bump into Suicune while you're doing something else. I think that's neat. I think that's kind of funny. It's a shame this game doesn't have more roamers, but I know, like, what a controversial take that is, because a lot of people hate the roamers because they're damn annoying. Do we bring Quag just for one? Yeah, alright. This will be the deciding... If I lose, and it's Quag's fault, then we're done for the night. If we win this one, then we'll do one more after. You can pop the roamer and showcase it to their friends, and they'd probably be in disbelief. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Just get your shiny roamer. Just catch him. Find him. But you don't need to keep him. Just find him. Alright. We're gonna hit the first rock tomb. I've decided. Okay, how well does Quag eat a Hyper Beam? Assuming that's what you go for. Nope, Confused Ray again. Alright, I guess we'll just go back to Tauros. Because you have a chance of, well, you got a chance of Shadow Ball, Confused Ray, Hyper Beam, Toxic. And I kind of don't want to get Toxic on my Tauros. We'll see. Yeah, true, the Roamer IV glitch, but still pretty cool to have. Also, sup, Beavers? How you doing? How's Quag? I don't want to talk about Quag. I've been ignoring him all stream, and I'm missing Rock Tomb, too. He's on the chopping block, like... This is a chance for him to prove himself this set. You know. Do gang. Oh, look. Here we have a Quag opportunity has arisen. So, interesting things I've learned. This guy can have Facade. So Toxicking Regirock is out of the question. We can't do that. We have to Earthquake him down. Good news is he's just blasting through his booms. This is a very lucky encounter with the Regirock. Yep, just went for 4 booms. Okay, you know what? Quag is a killer. And a crit to top it off. Quag is upset that I didn't use him all stream. Well, look who it is. The other boom spammer. Oh, you can get out of hand really fast. I think if it has amnesia, that means it doesn't have boom. Yeah, you're the rest curse talk one. I think we go Tauros and just double Earthquake. Yeah, Registeel, he is rough. Oh, it's a return. Well, I don't care about that. He could rest next turn, making this take even longer, but I think we got this covered. Yeah, there's a rest Iron Defense Registeel that I think is just impossible for Quag to kill. Because my attack is really low. And my only attack is Earthquake. All the Regis are dangerous. It is true. I'm pretty sure it is Chesto. It could be Lum, but I think it's Rest Chesto. Nice. Youch. Alright, that being a crit is a little nasty. Do you get the attack raise? No, you got leftovers, or a Shell Bell. That's a little rough. We just won't need Tauros this run. Zapdos will steal the show. Zapdos is really good. He carries all the time. Alright, the Swampert. Just not Shedinja. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Quag is a little rough to use. Maybe Leftovers would be a better item for him. Maybe Ice Beam would be a better move than Toxic. Maybe we should just hack Damp onto Swampert and call it a day. Please no Rock Tomb. Okay, that's fine. Oh, Zapdos is burned, whatever. That's like secret tech from ADV. Is like you kind of want Suicune or Zapdos to get burned because then they can't be poisoned and then they can't be paralyzed. So if they have rest, which Zapdos doesn't have rest very often, but Suicune does, you just don't care. You don't mind the status. I should remember that. Maybe Suicune is secretly a Gengar switch in, and I've just not known this whole time. Starmie outspeeds. I have no way of knowing if Starmie outspeeds Latios, because Latios is not on the team. I got a feeling Starmie outspeeds Quag. Call it my intuition. Okay, we're moving at a brisk pace. He's not really holding us down. Ooh, are the IVs bad? Oh, no. Well, think about it like this. No amount of IVs changes the fact that Intimidate is one of the best abilities in the game. Intimidate is so good. It can absolutely patch up any team. Well, you know what I mean. A special attacking team doesn't really benefit from Intim, but Intim is so helpful. It is such a good ability. Another Ninetales, and that one's male. I don't remember which file stole the other Ninetales. Whatever, let's just kill it. Yeah, exactly. It's such a good ability. Overmiss. Yeah, so Beaveries, earlier in the stream I was talking about my heists. I stole 4 Pokemon last night. We got a naughty Gyarados, we got a naughty Weezing, we got a mild Latios, and we got a hardy female Ninetales. Meaning, if there's any egg move I want, it's very easy to put that on Ninetales. Oh, really? You don't think so? Maybe it's just because I think Ninetales is cool. That it would be good, but maybe it's like part of a small breeding pool. I do think it'd be awesome to have a perfect IV from 2 different trainer IDs. And roll with that for eggs. Also, I recently got a Golduck, and Golduck can breed with everything, because it's water and field. So Golduck is very nice to have. It's also male, so it can pass down cross-chop. Breloom, you serious? Does every trainer after a certain streak have flawless IVs? Yeah. After 49 wins, every Pokemon has perfect IVs. Ninetales, yeah, true. It's just got kind of a weird move pool. It gets Hypnosis, for whatever that's worth. I remember I used that for my Moltres hunt, because it had Flash Fire and it had Hypnosis, and after X accuracy, Hypnosis, maybe it was 2? I don't remember. But you can make it so Hypnosis stops missing with X accuracies. Yep, breeding for good IVs is never easy. Well, it's probably easy in the new games, but not easy back in Gen 3. Alright, Quag, don't let us down. That's not very good damage. You're gonna have to heal next turn. Oh my god, it's a roll too. Quag, I am begging you. Please, buddy. Please. Just don't die. Yes. Yes. Absolute legend. Never understood IV and EV until a few years ago. These games release. I was always thinking we were talking about the EV. Game Freak named one of the characters and one of the mechanics the same thing. We are terrible into Quag. Nice, dodging a blizzard. Damn it, damn it. And it's Hydro. Oh my god. It's the best. It's the Gambler. It's my favorite Pokemon to fight, is the Gambling Kingdra. We're disabled no more. Alright, is anybody keeping track? Is this fight number 6? Or is this fight number 7? This is fight number 6, thank you. What was that? Kingdra was somehow forgotten? Well, I don't know, Kingdra, back in Gen 3, he's not like the strongest Pokemon ever, but he's definitely relevant. Like, if you don't plan for a Kingdra Rain Dance sweep, you're in a lot of trouble. Because Kingdra, once he gets behind weather, his Surf does a ton of damage. And he's basically always gonna live a hit. I don't think there's anything that one-shots him that's not a crit. Yeah, this is round 7. Do we do one more? I think we do one more with our real team, not with Quag. Evolution item. I somehow forget that is a thing. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. HP Grass. Well, that's good against Swampert. And Swampert is pretty shit into Gyarados. Oh, it's you. What, Sorry, Chief. Oh, yeah, you said it was Lonely. That's right, that's right. I was thinking maybe it could be a special, Gyarados. Well, it's still good. It's still cool to have. Even with whack IVs and a less than ideal nature, I'm sure you can cook up something with them. He learns Thunder Wave. You could just be like a support Gyarados. Intimidate, Thunder Wave, enable one of your other Pokemon to do all the damage. He probably learns Torment, doesn't he? I think Torment's handed out to half the Pokemon. Alright, last set of the night. We will be benching Quag. He's seen enough action. Him living on 2 HP is starting to turn... He's starting to garner favor in my heart. But he is still just such shit into half the Pokemon. His Earthquake does no damage. I may have to start breeding for a better Quag. Lead Latios, not what I want to see. So I'm thinking we make it a tradition on these streams to steal the final Pokemon of the night. Just for fun. Just to keep it fun. Need to think about what set I'm gonna run. I was gonna do Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Return, and Thunder Wave sub, but now I don't know. 0 HP and 8 in attack. Yo. What's special attack? Because he gets weird, awesome coverage. What's the most Pokemon to take from the tower? Definitely a Lottie. Latios is the best to take. Rest can work if you give it a bunch of turns. That's true. 14 in special attack. See, that's not great. Yeah, rest, especially with setting up. If you want to do Dragon Dance to patch up your stats. Because really, once you're at like +2, some stuff is still going to be a roll, but I think for the most part, you're going to be able to crush everything in your path. First Sea King of the night. Haven't seen you in a little while. We didn't see Hariyama. Hariyama still has not made an appearance. He missed Horn Drill. Want to get gold in the dome. I think with enough tents I can do it. Uh-oh, the Zapdos Slayer. Yep, he's made his appearance. Yeah, I think especially for the dome, because the dome behaves a little bit weird where it looks at your team and it thinks like, oh, if Gyarados shows up, I need to have an answer for Gyarados. So if you see that, if you see them have an electric type, you can like sort of guarantee that they would bring it, even if you don't bring your Gyarados. It's way more complicated than I can just explain, you know, through my usual rambling. But just having a Pokemon on the Dome team kind of manipulates what the AI decides to bring. So Gyarados, he could work as like bait. You bait the opponent. Oh, I need to bring my guy with an electric move, because what if Gyarados shows up and then it just doesn't matter. And of course, a Gyarados that's got weird stats, he's still good into fire types. Wait, so it just cheats? It doesn't, like, look at your team beforehand? That's insane. Never mind. Battle Dome cheats. Not attract. No, because I thought that the thing was that the, Wonder Guard causes the AI to have, like, a schism. Like, if you just have a, you don't need to bring Shedinja. Shedinja just being present on your team causes the AI to freak out and then, like, forces itself to bring something for Shedinja. Starmie is the answer to almost everything. Starmie is good. Starmie is worth stealing from the tower. This thing got double teamed? Did I just get double teamed? Oh my god. Time to play Sapphire now? Nice. Sceptile with Gyarados. Sceptile with Metagross, excuse me. This thing I've saved like 10 times? You should probably save a couple more times, dude. Yep, double T Milo. They couldn't think of a better set. Right. Yeah, I don't remember all of it. I know it's a lot more complicated than saying, oh, it just always does this, because that's not true. It has way more rationale. Yeah, Milo is a gamer. Milo is like a top tier Pokemon. Very worth stealing from the tower. Nice crit. What was this, battle 3? Are we on 3 or 4? We're getting warmer. We're getting closer to our hostage for the night. I just don't want to go autopilot and accidentally KO the 7th Pokemon. Battle 3. Thank you. Has like offensive mode where it picks Pokemon super offensive to you, and then defensive mode where it picks Pokemon weak to you. Why on earth does it think picking Pokemon weak to you is a defensive maneuver? I'm gonna play defensively here by bringing my worst matchup. Okay, so sometimes it just makes the worst decision. Fair enough. You have no idea how much I want to switch out of this Crobat, but I'm already in. Got through confusion, but fell in love. Alright, Tauros, please. Yep. He's the best. Tauros can't be stopped. Yeah, it's Attract, Protect, Double Team, Confuse Ray. It's a Crobat from hell. We hate that Crobat. Number 5. And Mirror Coat against special types. That's true. I just know that Dome you can sort of manipulate if you bring Shed, and I wonder if you could do that with having a 4x weakness would sort of do the same thing. I kind of just want to knock him out. True. I don't know. Tauros kills because of love, though. This Tauros is, he may be strong as hell, but he's doing it for the right reasons. We're only killing evil Pokemon stuck in the tower. Alright, Tauros is on death's door. He's literally sacrificing himself for this. Another Ninetales. Do I want to steal? No. I already have one. No, well, we're not doing it. Be nice to have another Ninetales. Nice to roll a better nature, but more Ninetales will appear. You can use the opponent so that they give you a free win when you don't see anything that kills you. Yeah, Shedinja was... Shedinja's implications, I don't think Game Freak was ready for. They just thought it was a cool idea, and then realized, oh damn, we have to kind of, like... How's the AI in our game going to deal with this? Because it swaps around if you have Shedinja. Hey, wait a minute, Varese. Remember we were talking about ways to make the AI switch around? I wonder if you mean look the Laddie and then baton pass to a Shedinja. Do you think that would make it switch? Because Laddie sees it can't hurt you? Dude, huge reversal. I think I still live. No. It can't switch if you baton pass. Yeah. You mean look baton pass. Oh, right. Yeah. No, I get what you mean now. Yeah, so it can't ever switch if you... Damn. Thought we had something. Right. It might just be hopeless. We might just have to do the flash the cartridge no matter what. Laddie can't touch Shed, and baton pass effect would be in play. Right. But in the buggy trainer fight, the trainer isn't really there, is kind of what I'm, like, learning from this. Like, the trainer isn't really there. It just mentions the trainer. Oh, did Tauros die? Yes. This is horrific news. Doesn't seem to flee on the turn you switch. We can still try it, but I don't think it'll work. I don't think it'll work either. I'm really scared of this thing having rest. You gotta recover, which means you probably don't have rest. If I'm switching Lati in, I want light screen to be up, not light screen's about to go down. So the roamer glitch, it works because the roamer is considered under a trainer? Or no, the roamer glitch, it says a trainer throw out the next Pokemon after you KO the Lati. It doesn't say the trainer's name. It doesn't say, you know, youngster Wilbert threw out Latios. It just says, like, Pokemon trainer threw out the next Pokemon. So I actually have no idea how the AI is working, whether it's just random like a wild battle should be, or if it's smart AI, or what the hell. This Latios is testing my patience. I want to be in with Latios so bad so I can start Dragon Clawing. But I know that instant I even hover over, switch Pokemon, she's gonna crit Dragon Claw. Please, just crit. Light screen is down. Let's get that back up. 3 light screens against the same Lati. Thank you. This may not KO. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Jeez. That Lati was a pain. Alright, last trainer of the night. What Pokemon will we be stealing? Well, first let's see what we're not going to be stealing. Starter. It's Gardevoir. Alakazam. I'm not too enthused about that. I think he is trying to heal indefinitely. And there's a muck in the back. Oh. Well, Tauros is the hardest to kill, so let's get Tauros in here. Hopefully eat the boom. Okay, Muck. That's how you feel. I'm expecting you to just blow up. Do we just one-shot a Muck? Wow, Tauros is too good. Wait a minute! If this locks into something dumb, I may not be able to steal it. What are you locked into? Thunder Punch. Okay. That will work. No, you're not locked into a move. Okay. I was concerned. You really want to recover. Okay, so once we're in with Zapdos, we can do a little bit of science. I can use Light Screen and see... Oh, maybe Zapdos will be dead. If I can use Light Screen before he gets an attack, then we know I'm faster. So that would rule out Speed Nature. Alright, please, just hit me. Nice. So I'm going to Light Screen, and if Zapdos is faster, we know this is not a speedy Alakazam, which is pretty bad. He is faster than me. Okay. It's a good sign. That's going to make this a little bit harder to get KO'd behind a Light Screen, but it's also Zam. And there we go. Are you faster than Latios? Probably not. Latios is faster. All right. So for anyone who hasn't seen this done before, this is the Battle Tower Latios Roamer glitch. We finished the fight and we lost. Now, we're immediately going to go and encounter the roaming Latios. That's going to be the next battle. We can't get into a wild battle. We can't get into a trainer battle. None of that. We have to get into a fight with the roamer. Yeah, this glitch, it's pretty easy. No, it's Chief's. Chief got the Magikarp. We put it there just, you know, just to honor it for a little bit. Okay, this is actually a good sign. There's a high chance if we go right, Latios is just here. Come on, Latios. You were super fast earlier. Oh no. Yep. No, this works in the English version too. This does not work in the Emerald. This glitch does not work in Emerald. This is Ruby and Sapphire exclusive. The like region doesn't matter. You can play any region. The glitch always works. Yeah, pretty easy. Sometimes Latios is a pain in the ass. Other times Latios is nice and cooperative. Okay. We are gambling on right. Much more of a pain to chase. These guys are. It's probably because the region is so much larger. No, she's gone. She left me. Yeah, that's the Garrett. Yeah, sorry, I probably should have explained. We were chatting about. Wait, why would you do that? How are you here? Okay, where are you now? We are going to go left. My instinct is saying we go to the left route. Yes, we got him. Little known fact. I forgot to repel. We forgot to repel. Oh no. Sorry, Oddish. I had to take it out on you. Yeah, there's nothing there. Whoops. Oh, all of that. Well, you know, it was an Alakazam and it was slower. Like, who cares? You know, whatever. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. 1380 is a nice number to end stream on, I'd say. Ah, oh, god damn it. That was so close, too. Well, Shark and Ash, you'll have to wait until the next stream. Or if you scroll back to the start of stream. I immediately stole a Pokemon. But, yeah, we kind of blew it right there. That's just embarrassing. I feel like I owe you guys something. What could I do that's funny? What's entertaining? Is like a way to end the stream. Always come back next stream. Yeah, I try and do these frequently. I would like to get a Pokemon on stream. Yeah, if that... Can you imagine if that was the shiny? Yeah, don't do that with the shiny. Yeah, I won't. That's why I'm trying to practice this more often and keep doing it. Because, like, I haven't messed up like that in a while. The last time I messed up was when I got into the fight with the Roamer, and I was sleepy. I wasn't paying much attention. So I turn one Destiny Bond, and Latios just takes off. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to mean luck first. What am I doing? Yeah, I should have known. I was expecting one of the guys that runs at you, and he doesn't run at you on the lower route in Ruby Sapphire. He runs at you at the top route in Ruby. Here's the stats if anyone's curious. It's neutral nature. Yeah, not too impressed with this guy. Well, I hate to end stream on a bummer, but, you know, these things happen. We got progress in. We got, what, 150 encounters? 170? That's pretty good. I think we'll take the benefits. Well, I appreciate anybody who stuck by. I will do another stream sometime soon. I don't know when, but hopefully we'll be doing another one, and we will get the damn shiny Pokemon. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon.